forces are under attack.
Should you become a nuisance, I'll kill you myself.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remaster. Today, for a Patreon cast of the week of Christmas 2025, it's going to be snow and action here on Ringing Bloom, bottom right. It is snow, bottom left. It is action. And a crazy good PvZ for you today from RJB. So if you're watching this week of Christmas 2025, happy Christmas, happy holidays, hope you're enjoying it, and thanks for being a patron of mine at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month. Helps keep me afloat every single month and supports the channel in an excellent way. If you're watching this in 2026, however, hit that like button and subscribe. I am here 6 days a week with StarCraft Brood War content and live streams Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays as well. Come say hello to those. If you want to meet Falcon, if you want to get a face reveal, that's a good way to do that. Yes, yes. So, what's going on in Ringing Bloom today? Well, we got ourselves Flash watching. Flash is here, and JYJ. Just a quick reminder about this map. We have a nice, safe natural you can take back there. We have overmined cocoons here with creep. You can destroy the cocoons, and the creep will recede. It's just to help wall off, I guess, against whatever's going on here. Helping Zergs to get Sunkens at the top of their ramp earlier than they usually could. You can do offensive Sunkens as well, and I think we need to watch out for that if we are snow here. So, looks like it's going to be a hatch first at 11 supply here from our guy Action out at front, and saving the safe base for other stuff, right? Maybe a safe third. And are we right here? There we go. Bam, hatch down. Excellent stuff here from Action. The probe says, if I had a forge coming in instead of a gateway, I could cannon rush it. But the second drone says, I'm on to you, probe. I was going to see if you're going to cannon rush that, but you're going to go ahead and scout. So that is safe as beans. Safe as beans? Safe as houses, I think is the term in English. Anyhow. Before we get too far into this, if you're supporting me monetarily every single month by being a channel member, or by being a Twitch subscriber of some kind, or whatever way you can, I do appreciate you as well, and love you very, very much for helping me out these days. My view counts are sort of down, and way down in other cases, so yeah, it's kind of a struggle right now, but again, if you're supporting me, good stuff, man. We've got Venmo, we've got PayPal, at Falcon Paladin, falconpaladin@gmail.com, and all that fun stuff. So, what's our play? Oh, third hatch. There we go. Sub 3 minutes. I like it from Action. He is the macro Zerg. And there we go. Nexus in the safe position here for our guy, Snow. Robert the Zealot, hoof it across the map. What's up, Robert? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a great time enjoying the holidays with your family. Yeah, let's go and kill some drones. Kill some Zerglings. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here, drone. You're not powerful enough to defeat me. Defeat me, maybe, but not to defeat me. And there we go. Lings popping out. 4 more Lings popping out. And hiding behind the minerals, as all brave warriors from Ire do. It's like, and there we go. This is going to be the engagement. Oh, maybe not. Good micro. Good micro here from our guy, Robert. He's got 1 kill. I think he's going to get 2 kills and then maybe get killed himself. Live by the sword and die by the sword. That is the motto of Zealots. He forced a lot of Lings out. Those Lings could be drones, and his job is now done. Walling off the top of the ramp here is our guy Snow. Second base warping in momentarily, and there it is. I like it. I like the warping sound. It still makes me happy. 27 years later after StarCraft came out, folks. That's what we're talking about. 27 years into this game. It still works. It's still got a thriving pro scene. It's got a great amateur scene as well. Players are out there playing big game hunters, having fun with their friends, out on the ladder every single day. Ah, wonderful. The ladder is a bit of a challenge. The people that are still on the ladder are, well, let's just say they're very, very good at StarCraft laddering. And if you show up and you're not very good at StarCraft laddering, they will crush you into a fine paste. But you know, the other ways you can play StarCraft. Play StarCraft with friends. Join big game hunters lobbies. Join hunters lobbies. Join, I don't know, sunken defense lobbies. Whatever you want to do. Have a good time out on US West and Korea. Those are the ladders that have the most activity on them these days for whatever reason. So anything crazy here? Ooh, we're actually going to build... Oh, he's building a spire inside the Overmind cocoon. Look, you can't even see that unless you select it. Dude, this is crazy out of action. I like it. It kind of hides tech on some level. I mean, not that there's any observers out. Not that there's anything scouting, really. I mean, these zealots are going to be aggressive and harass and probably scout at the same time. But check this out. We've got a spire coming in and a Hydra Den. Hydra Den out in the open. I wonder if this is attempting to trick Snow into preparing for Mutalisks, and then like 20 Hydras show up and there's like 8 Corsairs and they all die. This could be a mind game here from Action. Interesting stuff. He made 1 Corsair. He's going to scout with it. So this is the scout, right? Corsair's going to come in. Is he going to check is the question. Is he going to flip over the Overmind cocoon and see the spire, or is he going to fly over it, not check it, and then see the Hydra Den and go, oh yeah, okay, that's what it is. Well, trying to kill an Overlord first. Scouting is maybe a secondary priority here for Carl the Corsair. Ling's out, trying to see. You're going to move across the map with Zealots. No? Okay, that's good to know. Hydra not going to save the Overlord. First Overlord is a foregone conclusion. It's going to die no matter what. No saving that first Overlord, I don't think. Now look, here we go. We fly in. He sees the Hydra Den. Now, does he check? Oh, wait, the spire just popped. Once it pops, you can see the top of it popping out of the Overmind cocoon. So I think... Oh, man, did he see it? Man, 2 Corsairs working on these Overlords. They're stacked on top of each other. Don't stack them. They'll take the splash damage. Come on, man. Okay, he pokes in. He sees... I think he saw the spire there. +1 Carapace on the way for the Mutalisks and for the Scourge here, too. Another... Okay, second Overlord is not a guarantee. Second Overlord, the supply block is here. That one hurts Action quite a bit. Snow is just that good, folks, and Action was just that unprepared. Ling's not enough to do anything about these Zealots, but, you know, they're here to see if they're moving out or not. That's good information to have. My Corsairs die while, like, okay, they immediately died. What the heck? Corsairs, no. What happened to them? I mean, one of them's pretty injured. Mutas and Scourge are in production. They're flying around. They're being super annoying. They're getting perfect scouts off. They're doing great. And then I looked back here for 2 seconds. And that happened. Well, there you go. Both Corsairs are dead. That's not good against these Mutalisks that Action's pouring on right now. New Corsair production has begun, but I think there are 0 on the map right now. And the Muta composition is not ginormous, but, you know, nothing you've got right now can shoot up. You've got a couple cannons, no Dragoons. No Dragoons in production either, and you're restarting your Corsair count. Sunken, sunken, sunken. And a hatchery here. So this is the classic wall on Ringing Bloom. We see this sometimes. Try to make it impossible to get into the main base here over ground without getting through a lot of Sunkens and a bunch of creep there. So yeah, look at this. 5 Mutas. It takes a lot of attacks to kill a Zealot, but you know, if you can get it done, hey, he's got the patience for it. I don't see why not. Overlord checking to make sure there's nothing coming up this way, and there are Zealots coming up this way. We will see if, in fact, Snow... Yeah. Maybe Snow sends a Corsair up to kill that. Maybe Action sends a little bit of some Mutalisk stuff up there, too, to deal with it. The Mutas are fighting here at the natural base. They take down a cannon. Corsair count is 2. Again, rebuilding the Corsair count off of 1 Stargate is tough. It's extremely tough. Trying to snipe with these Mutas and the Scourge. It's a tough micro situation for both players. And Action has had enough of it, and he's going to fall back. So we're 3 base and Zerg. No 3 gas quite yet. That +1 Carapace upgrade is finishing shortly for the Mutalisks and for the Scourge. Zealots just kind of checking around the map here and there everywhere, trying to see if there's any sign of the Zerg taking a ninja base anywhere, or any Hydras hanging out on the map, trying to hide there too. They did a good job checking. There's nothing to see, but checking is a good thing to do anyway. We've got 4 Corsairs. They have the +1 attack. They do not have the +1 attack. I think they got started and then canceled, and it probably not going to get started again here, but Dragoon production is here. Singularity Charge finishing up quite soon. Templar Archives on the way. Actions at 38 to 39 workers. This is pretty good from him. His macro is good. He is known as the Macro Zerg, and this is why. He's doing a great job keeping an army up. This is a big Protoss attack, though, man. Corsair, Zealots, and Dragoons. +1 attack on those ground units. Mutas, +1 Carapace. I don't think the Lings or the Hydras have anything here. Sunkens don't have any upgrades either because they can't benefit from upgrades. And Snow falls back. I'm not sure if I agree with that. These are slow Lings with no upgrades. He looks in, he sees like 4 Sunkens and says, not enough. Mutas into the natural base again. Full evacuation by Snow. That's not going to happen. Oh, no. The probe count having a hard time here, too. Action's in a great spot, folks. If I had to give him a rating for the first 10 minutes of the game, I'm going to give him, I think, maybe an A? Maybe an A rating here. 42 to 34 workers. Zerg player up on workers on 3 bases at 10 minutes is not where you want to be as a Protoss ever in the history of anything. Even supply count is also pretty bad here for the Protoss. More cannons coming up. Those could be workers, those could be army units, but he needs them to help defend against the Mutalisks because we're basically Ogre Zerging here. I mean, Lurker aspect is on the way. It's an Ogre Zerg opening, Mutas fighting, Scourge chasing, Corsairs away, and Scourge getting no connections. Couple Dragoons die to the Mutalisks. Couple, you know, Mutalisks die to the cannons and the Dragoons as well. Dragoons can fight back. Yeah, this Corsair count is like, yeah, we're taking this seriously. So we've got 5. We had 6 until one died to Scourge just now. Don't mind us. Is Action going to get a hive? Is he going to get a 4th base anytime soon? Expanding here would be tough. Expanding up here would be pretty good. He could probably defend that pretty ably. Especially because the Protoss is taking a 3rd base now. Any High Templar for these Mutalisks to snipe? The answer is no! Definitely there are not. Okay, now there are. Just popping out now. Queen's Nest on the way from Action. Scourge. This is where a drone moves out. This is where either you go for the kill now or you take a 4th base action. Make your decisions, sir. Do what you gotta do. Say what you want to say. One thing leads to another. Cannon down inside the main base. That's about it. Archon defending there too is going to help a lot against everything in the sky here. Archon's good against everything that flies, really. I mean, pretty good against Archons, especially if they can close the distance to the Archon, get right under them and go blah, 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 and then everybody dies. So, Metabolic Boost is on the way. Further upgrades coming in for the Protoss. 1-1 upgrades for Snow. No further upgrades for the Mutas. Further upgrades for Lings. Yes, further upgrades for Hydras, too. So he is working on this stuff. But, dude, 3 base to 3 base. Where is your 4th? I don't think he's even trying to take a 4th right now. I haven't seen him attempt it. It's one thing to be like, I tried and Zealots canceled it. It's another thing to be like, I didn't even get a try. Archon getting hits off. Dude, this Corsair micro. Okay, just wiped out 2 or 3 Corsairs there. Not as good of the micro as I thought it was going to be. Oh, and then near. Okay, no micro at all, and every Corsair dies. All right, Mutalisks happy about that. They're injured. There's 10 of them. Got a Carapace upgrade. 0 Corsairs on the map. High Templar are shivering in their boots right now. Not sure if they wear boots. They hover, which means they probably don't have to wear shoes. I mean, maybe to keep their feet warm. Maybe they have, like, socks. Really, really warm socks they wear. I don't know, man. So here's a move out. Finally, Action for the first time today is making kind of a concerted move out with Lurkers and Lings. Sending a drone up this direction. Fully escorting our guy, Daryl the drone. Look at him go. I mean, he's not exactly super protected, but it works out because they'd rather kill a Lurker than a drone. And they do get that one. Awesome stuff. His buddies burrow in, try to avenge him. Hatch coming in. Zealots jumping in here too. They're going to right-click on the hatch. 3 of them are going to right-click on the hatchery. Lurker spines are causing problems, but not as much. Those going to cancel on the hatch. Drone doesn't die, though. Zealots are dying at kind of an alarming rate. Drone evacuates from their position, says, okay, let's maybe try to take a base up here instead. Maybe a little bit safer. With the high ground, we can position these Lurkers on. Again, detection was there. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful here. If you're a Lurker at this stage of the game. Wait, yeah, detection was there. Up here attacking the Overmind Cocoon. Again, putting Sunkens in there is actually kind of awesome. Haven't seen it happen in this game. Haven't seen it in a while, but, you know, pretty fantastic nevertheless. Nidus Canal coming in. Here from Action. His hive is done. His adrenal is on the way. He's getting ventral sacs and a defiler mound. So all the things I want him to be doing, he's doing. Everything I want Snow to do, he's doing too. Psystorm, yes. Eventually, perhaps. Did he had a drone up here? Where'd it go? Oh my gosh. Oh, the denial. The denial by Snow is absolutely brutal. Action's gonna die. Action is in all of the trouble. Oh, he went up here and expanded. Okay, okay. Well, that's fine, I guess. As long as he can hold the top of this ramp with the, nothing he has defending the top of this ramp. Huh. Dude, Action's in DEFCON 1 levels of denial here, folks. He just is. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why we're bothering to kill these Overmind cocoons. The stacked ones, mind you. Because, yeah, 3 basing Protoss versus 3 basing Zerg. The Protoss wins 99 times out of 100. Look at him. He scouts up, says, oh, you do have a hatch up there. You have nothing to defend it. Oh, Action. You can come back and win this game. I'm going to be eminently, ridiculously impressed. Done. 4th base, done. Still no 4th base. Snow's going to get a 4th base before Action does at this rate, okay? If at first you don't succeed, try again. That is what Action is saying here today, and there it is. 4th base, 6 o'clock. He's tried here. No. He's tried here. No. He thought about trying here. No. 6 o'clock, sure. And look at that. Snow's 4th base is already coming in over at the 3 o'clock position. It is faster than the 4th base from Action. Action's dead. Plague is good. Darkstorm is good. But the Archons are here. The DTs are here. The Zealot count is here. Snow is one of the best Protoss players in the whole world. He's one of the few people to take Snow or take Soul Key to 7 total games. Not many other Protoss can do that, man. Can he beat him in ASL? Not yet. But he, didn't actually play him in the last ASL because both Snow and Soul Key fell apart before the finals and lost. So, interesting setup. Oh, we get the Maelstrom. We get the Maelstrom, and yeah, this is just becoming more and more popular. Maelstrom in PvZs. Time and time again. Big drop at the natural base, though. Hydras, Lurkers, Cracklings are here. Zealot's not going to be enough to defend against this, especially not with the Lurker support. Zealot's getting some good value, but not as much as the Cracklings maybe are. Okay, more Zealots come down. Shut this whole thing out. He saves a Lurker by unburrowing it. If only Zealots are responding, the Mutalisks say, allow us to introduce ourselves. We will kill all of these Zealots for free. Whittling down the army is really, really nice. But it's 4 base to 4 base. Like this, okay, I guess this doesn't count as a base right now. So Action is doing what he can to keep 3 bases here for Snow while he's actually on 4 bases. He's not mining from this base, so it doesn't count either. But yeah, Maelstrom's done. Consume's on the way. Very, very important spells for this matchup. We don't see Maelstrom as much as Consume, but again, Maelstrom is becoming more and more common in PvZ. The ability to lock down the Mutalisks and storm them is unparalleled. There is nothing that can handle Mutalisks more effectively than a lockdown Maelstrom storm. Corsairs can't do it. Dragoons can't do it. Even High Templar storming things on their own can't do it. The Maelstrom lockdown is insanely important. And here it is. Are we ready? He's deep in here. I mean, he's taking a lot of shots. Here comes another drop, though. Action's ready to go. Ba-bam. Zealots, again, trying to say that we brought more Lings this time. Trying to snipe down the Nexus. Yeah, there's enough Crackling here. This Nexus is dead. There it goes. The attack is looking intense. A base is down. Action doing what he can to pull himself ahead economically, which is where he needs to be. It is always where he needs to be. So, 159 to 157 supply. Zerg player has Crackling. Zerg player has Consume. Zerg player's on 4 bases. Protoss is on 3. That's what we're looking at here, folks. That's the situation we find ourselves in. I mean, obviously, Snow can retake this back base, retake this natural if he wants. And he does. There's enough gas left here. There's enough minerals left here to totally make it worth it. Metasynaptic Node on the way. Kadarian Amulet. Both really important upgrades for energy purposes, as we all know. Plague-oo! First Plague-oo of the game. Catching some of his own Lings there, but also got some Zealots. So, hey. Zealots are less expendable than a couple of Lings, I can tell you that much. Another Plague, maybe. Yes, that's a good Plague. Fine. Couple Zealots, couple Dragoons. Catching that one. Another Plague. Dark swarmed up. And Plague! Plagued. Nicely done. Beautifully done. Okay, this is how you do it. Plague grind. Get yourself back into the game action. Take a base down. Plague grind the Protoss until they hate themselves. And we are going to be good to go. Base left side. Okay, action. Taking yet another base while this base is being recovered. Dark Archon lives down here now for obvious reasons. And suddenly, action's okay. I said he was in trouble, and he was. But he killed a base, double expanded, and now he's back in the game. That's how this is supposed to go. 2-2 upgrades on the Lings with the Crackling. It is a 3-2 for the Protoss Archons. Pretty heavy there. Another great Dark Swarm, man. Get out of there. Snow, what are you doing instead of getting out of the Dark Swarm? Just losing some Dragoons for free, I guess. Another one goes down. Did the High Templar die there to splash damage too? I think a High Templar died there to splash damage too. That sucks. Wait, no, they don't. No, that didn't happen. Archons don't do friendly splash to Protoss units. That's only a Terran thing. So anyway, charging in, Dark Swarming all over this third base, man. There are enough Archons, I think, maybe to clean this thing out. Enough Zealots, too. He's just charging into the Dark Swarm like he owns the joint because he should. He is looking all sorts of fantastic. Lurkers burrowing in. Okay, Zealots. Yes, everything looking fine. Everything looking just fine here. Wow. So, Snow holds on. It was scary for a minute, but he's okay. He's doing fine. But this gas is so important. This gas being taken is so important. Kind of feel like a Mutalisque play of some kind here for sniping those High Templar again would be good. But the Archon count, you can't really fight the Archons with Mutas. It's going to be a bad time. Once again, just setting up Dark Swarm Lurker positions and hoping it's enough. My brain thinks that hoping is a word lately, and I don't know why. And sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not. It depends on how much detection you've got, how many Archons you have, how many Zealots you're willing to sacrifice to the altar of Dark Swarm Lurker. Because, man, Zealots, they kind of lose their effectiveness as the Lurkers get into 3-3, as the Lings get into 3-3, which they're very close to. Even if they're upgraded, they just don't keep pace late game with these units as well. Just kind of bypassing the Dark... Never mind, we're going for it. We're going for it. There it is. Popping it right out of the ground with those Archon. Big, beefy +3 Archon attacks. 40 damage per shot on those boys. Still coming across the map here. 160 to 147 supply. Nobody's maxed out. 21 minutes. That's what we like to see in a game of StarCraft, folks. Again, Patreon cast. Thanks for supporting me on patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. If you're watching this the week of Christmas 2025. Get to see it earlier than everybody else. Hydras fighting against Archons are good. You want more Hydras, the more Archons there are. Cracklings can kind of tank a little bit on the Archons as the Hydras deal the damage to set Archons. So Action knows what he's doing. I'm liking it. Still a bit of a supply lead here from Snow. Bit of a worker lead here from Action. Big army north push out here. I don't know if he's trying to... I guess he's just checking bases with like his entire army. Not using ops to scout. Just, you know, heading up that way. Oh, escorting an expansion up to this location. I like it. Snow taking yet another base. High Templar. Oh, Lurker's dead. Lurker's dead. Not even bothering to Dark Swarm them because, yeah, not going to be as good. This base is entirely... I lied. There's a single Zergling here. 2 Zerglings here. These Zealots go in there. I think they win that entire base. Just saying, plaguing the non-Archons and attacking the Archons with the Hydras. Good positioning here. By Action, he's attacking what he wants to with what he wants to. It's working out well for him. Both players down around 130 supply. Action's ahead in overall supply right now. No, Snow just took the lead. That's how close this is here on Ringing Bloom at 23 minutes. Man, place your bets now, folks. I do not know who's going to come out on top here, which makes it an incredible game of StarCraft. Again, thanks, RJB, for the replay. These Zealots could walk in here, kill these 2 Lings, and go to town on these drones. There's really nothing nearby that can stop them from doing that. Action's really focused on being out in the field. Why are these Zealots here? Unless they're not going to... Okay, they're not going to poke into that base and kill it. I don't know what they're here for. From the south, from the north, Hydra's going to take that cannon down. A bigger engagement down south. Snow's winning that one. Or is he? Archons are popping at an alarming rate. Action coming up here. He's going to cancel this base. He's going to do it. Where is Snow's army? The Hydra is dealing the damage to the Archons they need to deal. And the Archons winning inside the Dark Swarm, not winning outside the Dark Swarm against these guys. Finally. Well, now the Zealots coming in. Now there are enough Cracklings and Lurkers to cause problems. So never mind. A little bit late on that one. Snow, you lost a base. You're late on the attack into this left side 9 o'clock. And now you're in a lot of trouble. That last engagement was humongous for the Zerg action. Looking really, really good. Man, Snow's going for a +2 shield upgrade, which I believe is 300, 300, and then +3 shields is 400 minerals and 400 gas. It is not the cheapest thing in the entire world. It's one of the most expensive things in the entire world, but it's a one-time pay, and it benefits all of your units. The problem is that shields take full damage from everything, and so maybe a shield upgrade is not exactly what you're looking for your Protoss army late game against Zerg. Or Protoss, for that matter. Plaguing up. Yeah, I mean, Snow's on the back foot now. He is not looking happy. 146 to 136 supply action is up in army supply a little bit, but mostly in worker count. This base has been saved. This base has, I don't think, ever been attacked by anything. I would have loved to see some Reaver play here from Snow. Maybe a storm drop on this base would be awesome, too. He's got a great view of it. There are no Sunkens. There are no lurkers here. Oh, Maelstrom on the Hydras. There it is. Maelstrom on the Hydras. Nice plague. Holy smokes. Defiler's like, save me. That's what Defilers sound like. Save me, friends. Oh, a DT. It's detected and everything. Hold your horses. Snow is bringing himself back into this game with Maelstrom and DT attacks into bases that should know better. 16 kill DT. 17 kill DT still alive. Worker count 43 from action. Not a happy camper. He's not replacing his drones either. The long distance mining is kind of weird, but okay. New base up here from action. Snow still contained except for this Dan the Dark Templar, who's not contained by anything whatsoever. Alright. I don't know about this attack from action. Doesn't seem like there's quite enough to do this. Is it a distraction? Is it? He just wants another plague off before he gets stormed. No! The storm takes him out before he gets a plague off. He consumes and then dies. That's a very tight window. And it did not go well for our guy action. This base still isn't resaturated. This base is 47 to 42. Okay, this is getting absolutely insane. I thought action had another Maelstrom inside the Dark Swarm. Sure, it's just Hydras and Lurkers, but Maelstrom nevertheless holding him in place, pinning him down. Storm gets the full effect that it needs to when everything has been pinned down. He's back into this base, dude. Dude. 17 kills. What is... your greed sickens me. Dan the Dark Templar, 20 kills. Finally gets wiped out after 21 kills, man. Surrounding the Archon, sniping those guys out, too. 140 to 119 supply. Dude, how many times do I have to see a Zerg player fail miserably to defend against a 1 DT attack before they learn to put one Sunken at their base, man? One! Oh my gosh, would have saved so many drones there. And yeah, Snow defending pretty ably. Up 15 supply now, up in worker count, up in army value. But this base exists for action, and so does this one. Despite the damage it's taken, there's still an observer here that makes me feel like there's a drop happening at this base, but there never is a drop happening at this base. A shuttle's on the way. Snow's maybe like, all right, fine. I've been staring at this thing on the minimap for a while now. Nice plague. I should storm that 6 o'clock, he says to himself. Yeah, Defiler's not even running. Smaller handfuls of Cracklings. I mean, fully upgraded Cracklings and fully upgraded Hiders are nothing to be, not scared of. You should definitely be scared of them. Storm is the answer to all, but Storm is not forever. Storm does not last until the end of ages, unfortunately. And my goodness, 100 to 100 supply. Both players are effectively at 100 supply at 28 minutes. What a scrap fest this has been. Where's my shuttle? Where is it? Where is it going? Here it is. What's it picking up? Probes, I guess? I guess he was going to pick up probes, but dude, he's got one mining base left. He's going to oversaturate the heck out of this. Yeah, action has it now that he's actually got bases that are actively mineable. And all we have from Snow is this. After this one died, that was a really big crushing blow to Snow's attempts to come back and win this thing. Holy smokes. An empty shuttle's heading over this way. Like, I don't know why, but it's dead. I guess. Darkstorm, Plague, Defiler doing everything it can to help win this game. 120 to 120 supply. Cracklings rolling in. 2 Plague Dragoons is such a tough fight, man. Look at this. You run. You run. That Archon? No. Never the merging will be complete on that one. The merging will not complete. Okay, a lot of High Templar, a lot of Storm. Like I said, it's a lot of Storm. You need a lot of Storm. A desperation attempt to take the center, but I don't think that's happening here from Snow, folks. Just Action's usage of Darkstorm and Plague today has been some of the best we've seen in a long time on the channel. He's had some disappointing losses in the past. He's had some amazing wins in the past. I think this might be one of them. Yeah, man. I mean, Cracklings, late game Lings. Really, really good unit, man. Lings are so good. The overwhelming response. That's it. GG. Snow doesn't see the way out. I don't either. And Action is our winner in 29 minutes and 59 seconds. A 30-minute insanely good PVZ from 2 legends of the game for your Patreon cast of the week. Oh, that was awesome. Hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time with it. I loved the hiding of the Spire down here. Man, the defense up this way. I still think there was a window where Snow could have come in, dealt with 4 Sunkens, busted in here, got into the main base, and won the game. But he was too afraid of the Sunkens. And I guess the Lings on the backside were kind of scary too. But again, they were 0-0 Lings at that point. No upgrades, no nothing. They weren't these little monsters with 3-3 and Adrenal. These things you have to be worried about. But anyway, this base dying was humongous. I think that was the nail in the coffin from Snow. The DT attack kept him in it for a while, a little bit longer than he could have. And once again, a Storm drop here would have been so easy to do. I guess there are a couple Scourge there now. I don't think there were Scourge there the whole time, though. Again, you have a window. Sometimes in StarCraft, it's about you have a window. Did you notice it? Did you notice it? Did you execute on the window or not? Sometimes that's why you lose the game. It's pretty simple stuff, but easy to lose that way. So, my goodness, the spellcasting today was great on both sides. The Maelstrom, the Storms were all good and great from Snow. The Plagues, the Dark Storms, judiciously choosing when to Dark Storm, when to Plague, sometimes just doing both because it's the right thing to do. Action, getting those victories and looking really, really good doing it. Hard fought, knocked down, drag them out. PVZ for your Christmas season if you're a patron. Hope you enjoyed it. 232,000 to 234,000 points in favor of Snow. He got outproduced by a 4-to-1 ratio, did a 3-to-1 out kill ratio. These are the numbers that make the difference today. Great macro from Action, the Macro Zerg. Raised buildings. Action, I was going to say, Action, more buildings raised there. The outspend by Action was enough. I mean, it's a good number. It is 7,000, a little bit less. In 29 minutes, got the victory. Took it down. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Happy Christmas.